Hi everybody, welcome to another Lights and Gear video. Today I'm going to show you the Niteye MSA20, which is a 2AA LED flashlight. Comes in the traditional Niteye style box, and you'll get about 300 lumens on the top mode out of this light, and around 8 lumens on the very lowest mode. And again, it uses AA batteries, so it's a very economical light. Now, of course, I would suggest NIMH rechargeables in the light so you don't be using batteries too much and having to dispose them, because on 300 lumens high you get about 1 hour's worth of use with those two batteries if you run it continuously on high, and about 10 hours in the low mode. And in the box you get the instruction manual and a warranty card, and somewhere in here is also a couple of accessories. Mainly I think it's just O-rings in here, but it's a nice light. It's reasonably priced, I would say value priced, and we'll show you how it works here. Here we have the instruction manual, of course, but I'll explain it faster than that will. Okay, the Niteye MSA20 Military Soldier Series, it says here. Now, this has the CREE XML-U2 LED in it, with a smooth reflector, as I think you can see. It has a reasonably good throw for a 300 lumen light. But it's, again, very useful for just about any situation, a general all-purpose light. Now, on the back here, you have the on and off switch, the tail cap switch. It currently will not work because this is the magnetic variable control ring, which controls the output. And depending on which position you have this in, this rear switch won't work. Right now it's in the off position. Actually, it just went on there for a second. Probably because I was twitching the... Yep, that's it, because I was twitching the switch here. Okay, let's get down to brass tacks. You've got... Now you see, what this does, basically you have a user-defined mode, and you have high, and you have strobe. So what's going to happen with this light is, in the user-defined mode, you can select your brightness from low to high, and then that'll be your secondary mode other than high. Does that make sense? Anyway, let's try it out. If I turn the switch clockwise, I am automatically in the first position, which in this position I have it set as low. This is the user-defined mode right here, and I have it set at the lowest mode at the moment. Let's lose a bit of light here. Anyway, this is the user-defined mode. So if I press and hold the switch, it gets brighter, and it goes up to high mode. Now, high mode in user-defined is about 150 lumens. You have to click it again to the next position to get to the real high mode at about 300 lumens, which is right there. And at the moment I'm not seeing a heck of a lot of difference because I'm pointing it at the table here. But that would be high that I just clicked to. There are no markings here on this ring. You just have to feel the indents. So right now it's in high. Now it's back in user-defined mode. And now it's off. And turn it again and you get strobe. Now if you notice something colorful there a second ago, there it is. This is the LED, well, it's a lighted battery indicator. So now this is in the off position. You can turn it off and on by this switch. Now if I'm like this in high, I can click the switch and turn it off. It's now off. And I can push the switch and turn it back on in high. Here's user-defined mode, which again, if I press it, now it's in high, so if I press it again and hold it, it dims and goes down into the low mode. So if I turn the switch, it's showing the green light, which means the battery is good. At that point, it goes on in like a moonlight mode for about a couple of seconds, you see. It goes on in moonlight and then shuts off. There you go. And the green light turns off at the same time. Okay, formal demonstration here. Okay, we'll turn it on in high. Here's the high mode. You take the high mode and I'll take the low mode, okay? Here is the high mode. Remind me not to sing again. Anyway, here's the high mode. So this is theoretically about 300 lumens. And as you can see inside, you've got a very nice bit of light. Very nice circle of light on the high mode. And it does pretty well outdoors. If you go to my, if you go to the video, or you go to the written review, I should say, at this light at lightsandgear.com, you'll see the outdoor beam shots. So if you want to see outdoors, I would suggest you do that. Okay, so right now we're in high. Now if I turn it down, I'm now in user defined, and this is essentially low right now. This is the lowest the light will go, which is around, the box says 8 lumens. So this is the lowest mode it will go in user defined. If I press and hold the tail cap again, I will then ramp into the high mode. And if I turn it again, I'm now in regular high mode. So in retrospect, you're really not seeing a heck of a lot of difference. I mean, the box has 150 modes, 150 lumens and then 300 lumens, but you know, lumens is a hard thing to measure by eyesight. So right now it's user defined and now it's in high. I mean, this is user defined on the highest mode and here's high mode. But, you know, I'm not seeing a heck of a lot of difference. So, you know, you can use that for what you will. Now, the defined mode, of course, you can stop anywhere you want. You don't have to go low and you don't have to go high. It'll go down to low like that, but I can press it again. It'll start to ramp up, and I can stop it at any time and stop it right there. Then if I click over to the high mode, I will see a difference from obviously that mode to the high mode, from whatever mode I choose the first time around. As long as it's not high, I will see a difference. And when I turn it off, there's the green light with a nice little smiley face to show that the battery is good and there's plenty of voltage left in it. When the battery dims, it should go red instead of green. And there'll be a difference, of course, in the batteries if you're using alkalines versus NIMH, because the alkalines, I mean, with alkalines you can pretty much tell when the battery's going, you know. The light will get dim. You don't need a red or a green signal to tell you that. But with the NIMH, as the rechargeable chemistry goes, they just tend to sometimes black out. So it's good to know in advance that that's going to happen. And the red light should come on before that happens to indicate that you've got to do a recharge fairly soon. So that is it. That is the basics of this light. You've now seen it up, down, and sideways. And as I say, it's a very nice, useful, general-purpose light. And the high mode is very good indoors. If you want to see the outdoor beam shot, go to my website, lightsandgear.com. The link is below. And you can also find a way to pick up one of these little beauties. I mean, I think it's a nice Christmas gift, a nice holiday gift, birthday gift, whatever. It's good for just about anybody who wants a little extra light wherever they happen to be. And as I say, it's pretty well priced as well, from various places on the internet, as well as the link from my website. That is the Niteye MSA20 AA LED flashlight with the battery indicator on the end. Check out my website, and thank you very much for watching.